Hello all, just a little quick update video on this grey vision that I've been uploading on. How it's going. First of all, I've got a new best friend here in Scotland. It's quite cold. It's not cold this week, but it's getting cold. So we've got a beast of a heater. And actually it's quite economical as well. I've been using that to dry the paint on the frame. Speaking of which, all the rust is gone. And I painted it. So it's only a frame, as in, it's only a frame. It's not exterior. You don't see any of it. So I don't know if Honda spray or they dip these or whatever they do with them. But it was all flaking off bad and it had rusted off. If you look at the other videos, you'll see it. So I rubbed it all down while I brushed it and sanded it and everything. Got it to a state where I thought, okay, there's nothing loose. All the rust is dealt with. And yeah, it's come out quite all right. Not too bad. There's a few marks in it, of course, because I'm never going to get it perfect. You're not going to see it, to be honest. It's just to protect it. But it's come out really well. All the rust is gone. That's dealt with. This fork assembly, that come up really nice. Really nice. Although that was so rusty. It just surfaced rust again, but it's dealt with. I had to sand out these holes very slightly just to get rid of the corrosion in them, make sure the fork legs will go back in them. The new parts have now arrived for that. I'm going to replace a couple of the bearings and the cones that they sit in. One of them, I believe, goes in the frame there. I've got to knock that out and do that. But I'm going to have a look at that because there's actually no corrosion or no pitting at all on that. So that might actually be all right, but I'll have a look at it. I might take some advice on that. All the nuts and bolts come up nice. Again, the wire wheel attachment on the grinder was good for that. And when I press this cone, if I change this seat on here, I'm going to need something to press up against it on the bottom of the frame because I've got a bearing press to go in. So I use my milling machine for the first time, just to cut a hole in it, and it isn't brilliant. And all the purist machinists out there say what a mess, but it worked. It cut a hole in it, and now I can put it up and use it as a something to press against, basically. So that was rather good. Yeah. So I think going forward now, what I need to do is basically just get this as a rolling chassis again with wheels, a pair of forks, etc. Speaking of which, the other forks had died. They're so seized up. As in the fork tops where the oil goes in. Now these are fine. I've actually got another set of forks to go on this one. I got a set on eBay. Ordered them up and they come along and they look great. Really good condition. So they'll go in. Other stuff I've got to do. The brake hose needs replacing on this and the caliper needs sorting out. It's just so shot. But I've already rebuilt a caliper. Put the new seals in it and everything, cleaned it all up. On the MOT, on my Vision, not this one, but I've got a red one as well. Just turned over 17,000 miles actually, which is rather good. It's still running well. On the MOT, they mentioned corrosion on the brake pipe, and to be fair, that is, yeah, it is corrosion. How deep that is, I don't know, but we're just going to change them out. I bought a couple of brake hoses to replace this one and one on my bike actually. So I've got to sort the caliper out, which I've done one already, sort the brake hose out, and while it's all off, it's an ideal time to do it. The ECU cage and the battery cage, yeah, it's shot on this. It's all right on the inside, but you can see it's, I mean, there it's fine, but on the back underneath, all the salt's got to it. Again, eBay is your best friend. I got one that's almost like new there. That's going to go on. Got to reroute all the cables. I've got actually, it's a bit of a state, it's covered in 4-core, but I've got the whole manual here for the Vision 110, which I downloaded. So yeah, I've got all that to reroute everything, make sure everything goes back correctly. Just a few little things like a Jubilee clip for the air intake. I think there's something wrong with the throttle position sensor, the way it runs, and obviously sort all this out. I've got to go right through the CVT, it's never been touched. Again, it's an easy job. I can probably do it in about half an hour, maybe an hour if I want to clean it all up nice. And apart from that, we are a million miles from where we were just before Christmas. So it's now coming up mid-January. I want to see this one out in the next 2 to 4 weeks, I think, and then get it sold. Maybe we shall see. Got to do the exhaust as well. I watched not watched a video. I went on to Andrew Perry's. He's a YouTuber. Hello, Andrew. I watched what he did with his exhaust on his Vision, where he's painted it black to here, and then he's gone silver for the pipe. And I like that. I might copy that, Andrew. By the way, if I get that, which I will get that done. Yeah, so there we go. A little update on what's happening with it. It's come forward quite well, and I'm happy with the progress. So I should keep you posted. I'm probably going to do a couple of videos where I actually do some maintenance or some work, some repairing. That'll be novel, won't it? And we'll go from there. So that's it for now. Keep safe, everyone. Out for now.